Also in early intervention, we work with a lot of children who have an autism diagnosis. We have children with ADHD, dyslexia, and other developmental disabilities that come to our clinic. And we also see the importance of sensory processing in children, especially with autism. So how does an occupational therapist help children with autism and other developmental disabilities, typically children?
You mean their specific role in it?
Yes, the role of an OT in early intervention.
Yeah. Like I said, occupational therapists have a role with the function. Similarly, when it comes to especially about pediatrics, occupational therapists have a unique role of learning, understanding, and analyzing the child development. And on one side, child development is again not a unidisciplinary or a single discipline kind of area, because it is too wide and broad when it comes to child development. Whenever children have difficulties in their developmental aspects, it does create a plethora of impacts, which includes the medical aspects, which includes the speech language communication aspects, but it also includes a huge amount of areas that are very, very basic and core to any child's development.
Right.
When I say that, I mean the first of the things that we talk about children and young children, even if they have not come to the age of speaking or they have not come to the age of walking, suppose, like 12 months or 14 months, but even before than that, or maybe in ICUs or maybe just after an ICUs, is about their adaptive behavior. And this adaptive behavior can be expressed in various ways depending on the age of the child. For a child who is in an ICU, probably the adaptive behaviors are more in terms of their sleep-wake cycle, their ability to feed, their posturing, their ability to express or not express age-appropriate reflexes, and over which actually the child's all areas of development also depend on. Apart from adaptive behavior, and similarly with other age groups also, this adaptive behavior will become more and more complex, will become more and more refined and qualitative as well. The other common aspect with children, when it comes to children with autism, is about their sensory processing functioning. Sensory processing, like any other gross motor, fine motor, posture, balance, equilibrium, also has its own milestones. At a particular age and versus another age, a child is supposed to have a certain amount of sensory processing abilities. Now, these sensory processing abilities are not dependent on the child's physical abilities. Neither they are dependent on the child's speech and communication abilities, because given that the fact that we are talking about children who are not even in the age of speaking. So even if they are not delayed, even then they are supposed to have adaptive behavior. They're supposed to have sensory processing abilities. And depending on child to child and depending on the diagnosis, the kind of development difficulty that children might have as their medical aspect, the sensory processing abilities or deficits in them expresses in various ways in each child. For some children, the sensory processing itself affects the adaptive behavior. That means the sleep-wake cycle, the ability to feed, the ability to get consoled when you are not feeling okay. I'm talking about a very, very young child, and it continues throughout the age. It also talks about their ability to respond. And when I say that, I don't mean by ways of communication. I mean by ways of being receptive to the stimulus, any stimulus, environmental stimulus, stimulus by the mom, stimulus by the other professionals, any stimulus that applies to the body, there has to be an ability to receive it. Why it is supposed to be there an ability to receive it is because these sensory processing abilities actually develop in utero. It develops before the child's birth. So if the child has a developmental delay, what we are seeing as a manifestation after birth is actually a sensory processing difficulty already there or existing right from the birth, which means it would be needed to be treated, intervened, or managed even before we talk of any other gross motor, fine motor, oral motor, graphomotor, or any physical or any other kind of ability. Right? So it is so basic to any human being that it needs to be worked on. And that is why the primary frame of reference that occupational therapists use with children who are having developmental delays, difficulties, at-risk babies, children who required NICUs, children who had preterm birth, or children who were born with specific and known complications. With all these children, as early as that, the occupational therapist starts working with them on the age-specific function and sensory abilities. So for when you say early intervention starts on day 0.
Right.
For certain children.
Definitely.
There are children who are born with congenital problems. There are children who are born with Down syndrome. It's genetic. So it's very much there on day 0. And an occupational therapist working in an ICU can start working on the sensory processing, the physical postures and physical responsiveness of the child, not in the sense of gross motor, fine motor, but in much more basic sense. Much more sense of reflexes, oral responses, whether the child is able to latch on the mother's breast, whether the child is able to take a feed, does he have the suck, swallow, breathe is a coordination in all of us. Yes. The suck, swallow, and breathe is a coordination that should be present in children also immediately after birth. So as young as that, early intervention can start, and it continues to be more and more complex, and more areas get added up as children grow up. When children have autism, they sometimes are diagnosed not before the age of 1.5 or 2 years. So then at that time, we might look at those that we have already talked about, but under the same domains of sensory processing, adaptive behavior, other refined and higher level, age appropriate higher level constructs, abilities and skills are supposed to be worked on as a process part of the early intervention.
Right.